it's Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms here in the mountains of North Carolina. And tonight I want to take an opportunity to dig a little deeper into this awesome 10 and 12 meter ham radio, the RCI-2970. So let's do that, huh? Well, I've got it hooked up to my Tech Power TP50SW 50 amp power supply. So this thing put out about 150 watts, maybe 200 if you really push it hard. And so you need a good sized amp power supply to run that. A lot of amperage required. But it's been a great radio. This one has been modified to run on 11 meter. Give all the hate you want. I'm sure there's one or two out there that will make sure to chime in on the legality of that. I didn't modify it, and that's all I have to say about that. Anyway, it is a great radio with a lot of features and functions, some of which I have used, some of which I haven't used. I also have some other stuff that I've hooked up to it. I don't have it hooked up tonight because I wanted to show it just in its purest form, but I do have this, which I bought at RARS Fest last year. And this is a Radio Shack DSP, digital signal processor. So I am planning on permanently installing that right about here, right there. So to give a little bit of extra clarity and pull out those really weak signals. So I'm kind of looking forward to adding that to this, really kind of bring it to that next level. I did have it hooked up the other day when Skip was rolling, and it was kind of cool. So definitely going to do that more on a more permanent setup there. But anyway, let me move the camera closer in. We'll go over some of the many buttons and features and dials and doodads and stuff. And once again, I want to give a shout out to Dallas Rife. He's the guy that donated this to Farpoint Farms. And Dallas, thank you very much. Gotten a lot of use out of it. It pretty much is on when I'm out here in the garage, which is often, especially this time of year. So if the solar cycle would just pick up a little bit. Now, there was some activity this last weekend, when I was out of town, of course. But that's just the way it works, right? Right now, not a lot going on, but you never know. It could pick up while we're making the video. So let's get closer and take a look. So here we are, a little closer to it. I'm going to run through the dials first, and these are in no particular order here, but let me go ahead and just turn it on. This is your volume. Then we've got our squelch here. I'll go ahead and turn that up so you can hear what I'm doing. Down here in the bottom, we have our mode select. We have FM. Move that out of the way so you can see it. FM, AM, upper sideband, lower sideband, CW, and PA. I have not used the CW mode yet, but it is available. Go back to AM here. I'm going to turn there we go. Now over here, this is kind of nice. We have this center dial here. This is RF power. So you have adjustable power out. So I don't have to throw the full power out. I could run this thing down, and you can't see the power supply in this, but that'll put less of a strain on it. So I don't have it turned all the way up. In fact, for shooting this video, we'll turn it down quite a bit. The outer dial here, that's mic gain. I do have that turned all the way up. I do have the stock Ranger mic here, and it's got the channel up and down on there, which is really nice. So good quality mic. Feels real strong. That's the Ranger SRA 158. So that's what I've been using to talk with. Down over here, we have our clarifier for the sideband stations, and we have our RF gain, so that's how much radio signal we're taking in. Again, I'll turn that up, but okay, so that's that. And then here's where we have our frequency selector, and this is kind of combo right into some of the other buttons here, because as you see, when I'm switching the dial, I'm changing megahertz here, right? Now hopefully this will show up on there, but you can also see right there as a button or a little arrow, and it says megahertz, right? So I can switch that by pressing that button right there. Now I'm only changing, right? I hit it again, and now I'm changing that. And now I can get down into the real low frequencies here, right? It's for real fine tuning. So this, you can make it as fine or as major a switch as you like, and that's really cool. I really like that feature. That probably of all the functions this radio has, I found that to be one of the best right there. That I can change this around so simply by just pushing that button. I can kind of tune, hey, where do I want to be? And then I get into the fine tuning. Awesome. So I really like that. Now, as far as the other functions, well, there's still a lot to really like about this radio anywhere. So we have up here, you can see the little, hopefully you can see that, noise blanker and ANL. You can either choose none, one, or both. That's really nice. You have your dim, bright control. You turn it all the way off. If this was mounted in a car, that would be probably good for at nighttime. You could have it on real low, and you can have it all the way up. In fact, I might, for the video here, I'm going to leave it there and see if that comes out clear. My favorite, I know a lot of you ham radio operators out there hate it, but I do love my Roger beep. It's got that built in, and I definitely dig that. It does have a built-in SWR meter, so you can do that. That highlights that to let you know what's going on when you press the button. Split, pretty self-explanatory. If you're using the ham bands, you can split your signal. You've got your scan mode. All modern radios need scan mode because there's just not a lot going on out there. So you turn it up and let it scan. There she goes. And now look at this. I've got it scanning. Well, look where my button is, right? My little arrow's pointing there, so it's scanning the big numbers, right? But I can move it all the way down. Now I'm going to scan there. I can move it down even farther. Right? I love it. That's a feature that I really like about this. Again, I can pop through the whole band. I can make it as detailed or as broad a scan as I like, and that is something I've never seen on a CB radio, so that's really nice. In fact, my old Radio Shack HTX 100, I think, was the 10 meter I had. I don't recall it having any function like that, so that's really cool. So there you go there. All right, really nice, right? Once it finds a channel, it stops. Once it loses the signal, it goes on. Let me go ahead and turn it off. Alright, so we've got scan function. We have a programming button. I'm going to be honest with you, programming and memory I have not used. Not used those two yet, but that's what those are for. Manual, same thing. You're going to manually enter in, and I can enter in, I think if you hit manual. Yeah, I haven't really played with those two. And then lock. Lock obviously is going to lock in the signal wherever you want it to be. Your up down is just a different way of using the dial. Again, I can change it here, change it there. So really kind of a nice radio. A lot of features that I really like. Really don't have many complaints. I found the speaker is a little bit tinny, but I've got I've been using it with this, which is just an aftermarket plug-in speaker that's made for a cab or whatnot, and that is mounted right there. But now I'm going to put that, after successfully testing it, I'm going to be putting that DSP unit in there. So that's really going to make this one heck of a nice radio. So future upgrades, none. This thing's already pretty well decked out. The power supply was the big purchase, and man, now I'm just waiting for the solar cycle to pick up so I can really chat. But I have made some long-range DX contacts with this thing. Done pretty well on 11 meter with it. On 10 meter, I have talked with two folks, both of them out of state, which is kind of nice. And 12, nothing. 12's been dead. I haven't even heard a whisper on 12 since I started playing with this thing. So overall, I am super happy. And I did download the manual for this thing, and that kind of led me to figuring out a lot of what these little dials and knobs do. But couldn't be more pleased with the overall function of the RCI-2970. It's a beast. There's no doubt about it. Compared to the old 980 right over there, which is bone stock, it definitely outperforms. But both are good radios. This one's just designed for the big boys, I guess you could say. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I am Eric, the owner of Farpoint Farms, and that's it. I'll see you next time. Take care.
There's always something that needs a little fixing on Farpoint Farms. Freedom is mighty sweet.